Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mikez, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mikez, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Bro, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him. Make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. Back again with another show of Prime on a Wednesday night, slightly earlier this time because we've got the watch along straight after for the Everton game as well. So bringing you a double stream day on a Wednesday. I know everyone is live right now because transfers and all that, but we're still putting our foot in the door, sort of thing. Still putting our foot in the door. Obviously, we're just going to chat a bag of shit as we always do. Make sure to subscribe to Sarcasm City TV clips in the title as well. Prime, how you been, man? How you been?
I'm good. Day, whatever, of being a champion of the world. So I'm living life. How are you? West Ham signed a player yet?
Fuck no. Of course they haven't. Of course they haven't, bro. Of course they haven't. Signed a couple and then we're just like, nah, we don't want to do that anymore. Don't want to do that anymore. Just sign a couple fullbacks. Forget the priority positions. Just sign a couple fullbacks and we're done for the window. Sounds like a great plan. But speaking of signings, bro. Speaking of signings, you might have moving mad. You might have moving mad. Dave says today I feel Dutch. You're doing double Dutch settings. Double Dutch settings start with Jerome Hato. Here we go today, bro. That happened today. Literally happened today. So, bro, how you feel, man? How you feel? Chelsea are active again. And when I mean active again, I mean you took like a week or two break.
I'm happy with. This is the first window under this ownership I'm actually happy with the signings we're making. In terms of they actually fit a particular system and way of playing. Like Delap going into the window, I didn't want him. He wasn't in my top three. I was so adamant against him. Not because I actually don't think he's a good player. I think he's very good. He's talented. But because I wanted the finished product. I wanted an Osimhen or even a Gyökeres, even though there's red flags about him. But that's Arsenal's problem. Delap makes sense in terms of a profile. We've been missing that physical presence striker for 2 years now. João Pedro is the massive upgrade on Jackson. He can do everything Jackson does, but he can also finish and put the ball in the back of the net. Jamie Gittins makes sense as a touchline winger, can beat his man 1v1. He's not like Sancho who beats his man and then comes back and then tries to do it again. And he's not like Madueke who takes forever to try and beat his man. He can actually get past. He puts in good crosses. He loves to shoot at goal. His decision making is questionable at times, but again, he's so young. That's something that can be coached. Simmons makes sense. Someone who can play in the 10, can kind of play out on the left, but the way we did it in a few of the Club World Cup games, one of the fullbacks would push out wide as basically a winger. Like we did it in the final against PSG. Gusto did that job. We did it in, I think, one of the group stage games when Cucurella was playing that role on the other side. So if it's Cucurella, say, pushing out to play like basically a left winger, then you could have Simmons kind of float inside. So basically you have 2 10s, and that works. I like the signings that we're making. Just, just looks like Sanchez is staying, but I have hope that we get someone in. And just don't sign Garnacho, which I know it's not happening regardless, but we're still getting these links, and you have United fans are trying to gaslight me about him. I was on Mud Brothers and people were trying to gaslight me about, what if we sign Garnacho? I don't see us actually signing him. The only way it would happen is if United sign Jackson, and Chelsea at times love to do this swap deal thing of I buy your player, you buy mine, and it balances out for PSR. But United looks like they're getting Sesko. So why would we then sign Garnacho? United value Garnacho at a ridiculous price. We don't want to. We value Garnacho at like 30 or something, so United, that's not going to happen. So yeah, I'm. It's a good window. Just get me a goalkeeper, and then this makes this window like perfect for me. because I need a goalkeeper. I can't. Yeah, I need a goalkeeper.
Yeah, fair enough. Man said today I feel Dutch. It's my birthday and I'm still time stamping you on that watch. No, big up to Warrior. Everyone wish Warrior happy birthday
Warrior,
in the chat. Big up
happy
to
birthday,
Warrior every single
Warrior.
time. The GOAT, bruv. The GOAT. Literally the GOAT. He timestamped. He was very confused time stamping the last watch along, of course, because that was a mess. But rightly so. There were just bare question marks. Understandable. Big up to Warrior every single
Warrior, if you think you were confused, how do you think I thought? I went through the watch along trying to find clips, bro, and I was I was confused. I basically went through the whole watch along trying to find one particular clip that I couldn't find. Big up Elijah, he found it for me. But I have other clips as well of Mike's and Steve, so you know, uh, stay locked into my Twitter, and when I reply to particular tweets, I'm only using clips that I have. So thanks, guys. Thanks.
I'm just trying to clip farm. I'm just trying to clip farm. That is all it is.
Try to clip far.
It's
Hey,
like double
that's a clip
decent.
in itself, basically. That's a clip in itself.
Yeah, that's a clip in this. I'm just trying to clip farm. That is it. That is it, man. That is it. So clip that. Uh, double D settings is crazy. Double D settings is crazy in all different kind of ways. Yeah, hit the likes, people. Hit the likes. Hit the likes. But yeah, big at X Tower as well. So with this transfer window that Chelsea are having, obviously there's been a lot of criticism in the past few windows, and rightly so, about your sporting directors. Due to like the we talk about the perception of what the fan base think, like your fan base specifically, are the directors winning the fans over with this transfer window? Is this a transfer window where it's like finally you lot are moving how we want you to move, sort of thing? Is that the thought process, or is it a case of just one step at a time? We'll give them more of a chance depending on how these signings pan out.
Were you asking what I think or my fan base?
Both. Like what? Like are the sporting directors winning you and the fan base over?
I've been against I've been heavy on the ownership, or not the ownership, the sporting directors, because we've been signing talented before this window. We've been signing talented young players, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's been no real sense of direction in terms of on the pitch a particular style. We go from Potter to Poch, which doesn't make sense to me. Even forgetting their particular like level of how you see them as a manager, but just in terms of their style of play, their philosophy, it's two very distinct, different styles. Potter wants to keep possession of the ball, and Poch just wants to play like kamikaze, basically high line, bombing fullbacks, freedom of the pitch, whatever, and it just doesn't make sense. Gusto was amazing under Pochettino, but under Maresca, up until like the back end of the season, under Maresca, he stunk playing as an inverted 10. You look at Palmer, was brilliant having all the freedom under Poch. With Maresca, I think people are over exaggerating how bad Palmer's been, to be fair, but for a good chunk of the season, Palmer wasn't at his scintillating world class self. There's Enzo was horrific under Pochettino. Under Maresca, he looks like a completely different player. Just for example, Cole was playing as a touchline fullback, and now under Maresca, he looks like the actual talent people say that he is. So that's why when we had our bad patch back in December, January, and people were saying Maresca should go, I wanted him to stay because we needed some sort of continuity in order to actually bring in signings and actually build something as a squad. When people were saying Poch needs a say in transfers, Poch didn't earn the right to get one. What Maresca did last season, with getting top 4, getting through the difficult run to the end of the season, winning the Club World Cup, Maresca's got a say on our signings. Maresca had a say on, with Delap and with João Pedro and Gittins and all these guys coming in. Maresca has a say. It's clear to see we're bringing in players to get the best out of the system, what we're trying to build. And that's what I actually like now. So even though, again, I wanted Osimhen, I wanted a finished product of a striker who can guarantee me 25, 30 goals. But what Maresca's thinking, he's trying to spread the goals throughout the whole attack. We have an abundance of attackers now. So, and we also have quality squad depth in midfield. Hato can cover for Kukurea at left back and also play left centre back in the back three. We have an abundance of depth where there should be no excuses of if Palmer drops off, for example, we should still be able to create and score goals. There shouldn't be any sort of excuses now in terms of player quality on the pitch, in terms of being able to compete in all competitions. The only question mark people can have, barring Sanchez, the only question mark people can still have now if they want, I guess, is Maresca. Can Maresca cross the line to win us majors? I have said I actually don't know. I don't think he can. But I know he can definitely get us the challenge. And that is what we have to do now next season. Challenge in the league, challenge for the Champions League, and end the season with a trophy. Because Chelsea, I know, is regardless of what happens during the season, you end it with a trophy. You end it winning. Because you're not going to win the league every year. You're not going to win the Champions League every year. But at Chelsea, I know that I end my season with a trophy. Whether it's a bad season and I finish, sixth, I win the Champions League, or it's a great season, whatever it is, you end it. You keep that winning mentality, and that's something that I was afraid was dying off. But the third year, we went 2 years without a trophy. This third year, we ended it with one. We ended it with two. Great. Next year, challenge, win a trophy again. Try that record we have in domestic finals needs to come to an end now. So win one of the domestics, and then the year after that, I'm going to expect us to win the Premier League.
I feel like this is a great season to decide whether he can actually challenge for majors or not, because I feel like what we've seen with him in the Club World Cup is we've known that he has the ability to step up to the adjustment of his surroundings in terms of like, I'm in a bigger state, I'm in a bigger competitions now, I'm at a bigger club, I'm at the forefront of the stage where all eyes are on me now. Can I adjust whilst also keeping my principles? And that's what he did against PSG. So putting yourself against like the best of the best in the Champions League and buying who you're buying to maybe challenge for the league as well. I feel like this is the season where we see if Maresca can get over the line, and not even necessarily with winning the Champions League isn't the deciphering factor this year or the title, but in terms of if he has the intention to be like, I'm going to adjust this bit, I'm going to be slightly pragmatic and play like this, or I'm going to play certain players in this game or whatever, and he has the ability to go for all competitions at once, then we can see that he is the right man. Especially if he leaves with a cup whilst going for the Champions League and Premier League. Because then you're showing other teams that it's possible. Instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, which is what a lot of people make the same mistake when it comes to that. Putting your eggs in one basket and then leaving with nothing. But Maresca seems to be like, I'm not like the typical young project manager that everyone thinks I am. Just a guy who gets run over all over the pitch just because I'm playing nice football or whatever. It's not what he's been about. That's not what he's about. So I feel like that's the best like measurement for him next season is all the competitions at once. Let's see what happens. Because everyone expected Chelsea to win the Conference League. Nobody expected Chelsea to win the Club World Cup. I had a weird feeling when what was it? I can't remember. I think it was when you faced that Brazilian team in the quarters. I was like, yeah, if they beat these lot, then they've won it, sort of thing. Like,
no, it was when Igal put out that, was it a tweet or he made a video saying about Chelsea, and I sent it to you, and you were like, yeah, Chelsea are going to win it. That's when I was like, yeah, I mean, I hear it.
Yeah,
I hear it now.
yeah. Like that. Sometimes you can just see it. I remember when you won your last Champions League. Obviously, I wasn't on camera at this point, but it was when you beat Atletico Madrid. I was like, yeah, these lot have won the fucking Champions League. I was like, these lot are gonna fucking win it.
Bro, I felt that too. After the first leg, I was like, bro, we can beat anybody in Europe. I wanted to play Bayern in the quarters because I was like, I need to run back. Because last year it was Frank, and to me that doesn't count. So I need to run it back. Yeah, I think we have a better chance of winning the Champions League than the Prem because we've shown that we can beat anyone on our day. But in terms of winning the Prem, Chelsea, since we won the league in 2017, 16-17, we started the season well, and then we fall off in December. So that's why I kept telling people, bro, we're not in a title race. We still have to go through December and January last year. So for me, if we are good up until February, like I still think we're in the titles regardless. But if we're good up until February, like you have to get through that test first, please, because I'm not demanding we win the league when what will fall off in December and all of a sudden we're here again screaming about now. I like for me just expect the challenge, but if we finish like third and we're like no more than double digits off the league winners, then fine. That's like good. I'm not gonna again. It's not like I'm not gonna do the Arsenal thing where I'm gonna praise everything. I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah.
I have what I really want, but you give me the base level expectation or the base level standard, which is third and a trophy and no more than double digits from the league winners. That's fine. And then next year, you then go win. And if you can't do it, Maresca, thank you for getting me here, but I need someone better. And that's not a bad thing. And Maresca's work will be appreciated, but it's when he stays here 5-6 years and not won anything, and people are still telling me, "Oh, Maresca only needs a keeper, bro. He only needs a goalkeeper." And then I signed that goalkeeper. Then all of a sudden, people are telling me, "Oh, I still can't win the league." Like, what do you mean? No, you signed your striker, Arteta. Why can't you win the league? Big up Elijah. Big up Elijah.
Look about Elijah. But like also, bro, you could literally blow everything out of the water in terms of all the narratives next year if you win a cup and challenge at the same time. Like, because we go through this all the time, especially with Arsenal, where it's like can't do everything at once. What do you mean? No, we put all our eggs into one basket. If we lose that, it is what it is, which is the biggest English mentality. Let alone Arsenal, it's the biggest load of English mentality you could probably think of. That sums up England quite well. But you could blow that all out of the water by just being like, well, we can win a cup at least. We can at least like looking back at this season and feel like we're onto something because we've won something, not we're onto something because we finished second. We're not onto something because we're playing nice football or anything. Like that's not a thing. That's not a thing. And to be fair, the difference between you guys and Arsenal is like everyone has a team spirit. Every single team that is like doing somewhat well has a team spirit. You guys have a winning team spirit. It feels like every time you lot go out in competitions, it's like you're going there to die. You're going there to win and put your life on the pitch, sort of thing. It's not we're going out there because we're cool. We're good with each other. We're relaxed. That's not a thing at Chelsea. I never think that's really a thing at Chelsea. The only time there's really a thing at Chelsea is when you can take a little bit of a dip, but that was it. And your little bit of a dip wasn't even that bad, to be honest.
But that's the club. That's just Chelsea as a club. Like even with Poch, as bad as it was, we reached the Carabao Cup final and then we got to the semi-final against City, which if Jackson just scores after he rounded Ederson, we get to the final against United and United, so who knows? We probably could have won that. But so like we were that close, and I don't know. It's like this is just Chelsea where I just expect to be winning. And even with the players that we've signed, the mentality they have, João Pedro talking about this is Chelsea, the expectation is to win. Going into the Club World Cup final, Cole saying we're not Inter Milan, we're not Real Madrid. Reece saying we will win. Like that expectation, that mentality, like your mentality is more important than just your ability as a footballer, in my opinion. Because I don't care how good you may be on the pitch. Look at Sancho. He's a talented footballer. I'll never deny that. But why I think he's overrated is because he doesn't have the mentality that his talent says he should have.
Yeah. I think I'm not really sure about his mentality. I don't really hear him speak. I don't really know what his intentions are sometimes, to be honest with you. Like I just feel like sometimes he's a victim on circumstance sometimes. And the reason why I say that is just because sometimes I think he's like he's been used as a square peg in a round hole sort of thing with in the least gay way possible. Like, and
oh my God, I just heard
because that sounded like a mad sentence when I said it out loud. But it feels like sometimes he's just not the right fit for the right team or whatever. I'm not saying that not everything's like his fault or everything like that. Because like when I watch him, I'm like, you've got like you're so close. I always watch him. I'm like, you're so close to like being like known as like one of the best like in this current era right now. Like, just shoot more, just make more decisive decisions, like etc. But like, I sometimes just think he's a victim of circumstance. I think he's got bad club decision making, and I'm not even necessarily saying like Chelsea is a bad decision to go because I think him under Maresca makes sense. But Sancho knows what his strengths are, and I know he hasn't got to pick every club in the world. But fucking hell, make the surroundings perfect for yourself. Like, you know what type of players you work well with. You know where where you have the most fun playing football. You
But
know
he had
where
that
your
at
career
Chelsea.
lies, really.
We like you know when it got announced that the players got, was it like 350 bonus from winning the Club World Cup? That
Yeah.
was around that time it was announced that we gave Sancho, we offered him I think 180 a week, and he denied that.
Okay, yeah, that's done then. Yeah, that's done.
Like
Bro, you
180 or
gotta take that.
something like that. And it's like he wants the big money, and I'm like, Chelsea is this is a good club to be at, and you are a Chelsea fan, you actually want to be here, but you just want your big payday, which I guess fair enough. But now you're going to Juve, or well, at least you were linked to Juve, but they're not going to give you the bag. So where are you going to go? And now you're stuck at
That's
like
true.
Man United, like.
Yeah, it's generally disgusting to be stuck at Man United. See, that's his own fault. That's his own fault. And to be honest with you, he's fucked up because if João Pedro keeps playing the way he did in the Club World Cup, that would have been a great relationship. Because you see that pass that Palmer made, that reverse pass Palmer made to João Pedro, that Sancho could have got at least 12 to 15
Off that.
assists by just doing that.
And do you see how I kept saying during the season that I kept saying to people, I don't rate Madueke, Neto, and Sancho, but if we just had a striker, they would look a lot better. And look how Palmer's not a different player. He's just, people are now seeing, oh, Palmer's back, guys. No, he's not back. We just have a striker to play with. Like,
It's so
it's
true.
literally that simple. It's literally that simple.
Palmer was creating a lot for Jackson, wasn't he? And Jackson was missing a lot. He was missing a lot. Let's be real.
You think Jackson is dunking? He's gonna chip Donnarumma? No way. Jackson's tripping, bro.
Hey, Jackson just sees a snow bunny in the crowd. And he's just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and it's America as well, bro, and they've got plenty of them. Yeah.
Why? That's why he's so shit for you guys as well. There's only white people in the crowd and Fatou, and that's it.
Yeah, it's too many in London. Where does he need to go? Where does he need to go?
Out this country. Out this country. There's no fan base that's not got more than like every fan base, like match going fan base is white in this country. So you gotta go Spain, bro.
Yeah, but Spain. I mean,
go Spain or some shit.
Spanish women. He's been in Spain, bro. He's been there.
Oh, that's true.
He's played for Villarreal.
I go Saudi, bro. Go Saudi.
Oh, you think because there's no snow buddies in Saudi, he'll have to focus. Yeah, actually. Maybe
the round replacement.
Maybe. Or just get married. He needs to lock in. He'll get married, honestly.
He'd have the more cheating scandals than Martial, bro.
I think he'd be locked. I think he'd be locked in though in terms of being a player. He needs I think honestly, bro, because this single life, getting caught with OF girls is not the one. So just get a woman, get locked in, get married, and then start performing well now, and then we can think about you cheating on the side. But just focus one at a time. One at a time.
Do you know, I think any man that elbows a man in the air is just the kind of man to cheat on his wife, even if she's a religious woman. Any man that's getting a red card like that. I know people like that, bro. They might have cheated. And they're not cheating secretly, they're cheating because they forgot. Like, I don't even think he does it on purpose. He's just Jackson, man. He's just that guy. He was like throwing crayons at people's heads in class. Like, he was that guy. He was just throwing shit in class. He was making paper airplanes in the middle of like Shakespeare, bro. That's Jackson. This is Nicholas Jackson for you. Nicholas Jackson. That's him. That is him. Question Prime, is Palmer the best player in the world at the moment?
No. Well, what do you define at the moment? Like, Do you mean over the last season?
On current form? Are we saying? Well,
But
who's the
how
best on
long is
current form?
current form? How long is current form?
Yeah, to be fair, because I was
Palmer
I feel like
is
it's a
one
big
of
jump
the
in
best
it.
in the world.
Oh,
He
you
is
just
one of
mean
the best
now?
in the world. Palmer is one of the best in the world. Yes. Is he the best player in the world? No.
I'm always going to say Yamal at this current moment in time, but at the same time, can we put if we're putting in like when we used to judge best players in the world anyway, you got to put contributing to a trophy. So
Uh,
then again,
I don't even
Palmer's
think.
done that and Yamal hasn't.
I don't even think Yamal's. What's this? No. No. I don't even think. Is Yamal the best player in the world? Is Yamal even the best winger in the world?
Well, who's better than Yamal?
Salah?
I'd say Yamal's better than Salah at this current moment in time.
Is he?
That might be controversial, but yeah, I do.
I respect the longevity.
No, but I would say right now, I would say like the past season, like Salah overall is still better than Yamal right now because Yamal's like
Even off the last season, I'd say Salah. If we just go off the last season, fine. I'd still say Salah. Yes.
fair, fair, fair. I would say is Salah the best player in the world? He's probably up there, isn't it? Because
Salah's up there. Salah's probably top 3 or top 5. I don't think Salah's the best player in the world though.
fair enough. Big up Kyle, by the way. Big up Connor as well. It's one of the best, but that's like saying Brendan Johnson's the best. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, because like
What?
if I'm, I think he's referring to like my Yamal comment, like from the last season. Yeah, it's what are people racing best player in the world now? Because best player in the world now, what we measure it from last season, the season before, last 2 years.
If we go off the last season,
It's difficult, isn't it?
and most people are going to say strikers and attackers. I like to give credit towards like defenders and like midfielders and goalkeepers. So I think Donnarumma has to be up there.
Would you put Vitinho or Pedri in there? Like
I
we're
put
talking
Vitinha in,
midfielders.
yes. I put Vitinha in, yeah.
Because Pedri's been doing this thing for a while as well. To be fair to him.
I'd put Van Dijk in.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Personally,
Van Dijk in the top 3. Low key.
I'd put Bastoni in as well. Like,
yeah,
controversial. I personally think Bastoni is the best defender in the world.
fair. I like Bastoni a lot. I've liked Bastoni for a few years now.
If you look at midfielders, Rodri's been out for a year, so I can't put him in the conversation just because of the injury. I'd put Caicedo in there, definitely.
I think if Arsenal knew how to use Declan Rice, he'd be up there, you know.
I don't want to say it, innit? But
if Arsenal knew how to use Declan Rice, he'd be there. The reason why I wouldn't say Rafinha is because he's had a great 6 to 8 months, and before Flick, everyone was talking about Rafinha like he was shite.
If you want to say Rafinha off the last season, then yeah, the same way people will say Dembele because of the last season, but in reality, they don't have the longevity argument with it. But fine, Kvaratskhelia I'd put in too.
Yep, I was gonna say him. Yeah. I wouldn't say Nico Williams, but I hear you, Carl. But I don't think it was with Nico Williams. I think he's a bit too wishy-washy. I think he would give you like an 8 or then a 4 out of 10 sort of thing, and then it just averages out to 6 out of 10 overall. Usually, when you look at his whole season, I think he's got good attributes, but I just think I don't like them type of wingers where I see it but on his day he's really good. I don't like them type of players, just in general.
Nico Williams does well for Spain because he's not they use him as like an outlet out wide, but like he's not one of the main guys. But for Bilbao, he is one of the main guys, and that's where when the microscope is on him, that's when you really see inconsistency. I think Isaac's world class, right?
First of all, can I be honest? I don't call many players world class because I feel like there was a big debate before Isak's second half of the season on what people still liked him about. So for me, I'll be so real, bro. I'm barely calling anyone world class in this current day and form, but people aren't gonna like that. But what I mean is, like, I would say there's not more than 15.
Or in total.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because I'm like you. I'm based on consistency as well. Like year in, year out, can you contribute at the top level? Like that's what I base it on. Like because with the thing is with Isak, I've always liked Isak, but a lot of people would say that before I would say. You know that patch he went on just before the Bournemouth game where he got marked out by Hoyson and Zabani, and then everyone
at
was
the start.
telling
Yeah. He was.
A lot of people were like
really
up in the air about him. A lot of people,
and I was telling people that because that was also coincided with Jackson's great start in the start of the season, and I was trying to tell people that, like, I mean, to be fair, I went too far with it when I said Isak and Jackson on the same level. I went too far, but my point was with Chelsea fans who all these players that you don't watch. Isak, if you put him under a microscope, but then again, he did what he did against Arsenal in the semi-final, and then he won the Carabao Cup. And for me, I rate players that contribute massively to winning trophies. So I just accepted the world-class tag with him, fair enough. But I think there's a lot of players people don't actually watch that they just automatically give. Like Nico Williams, people give the tag to, but like they don't really watch him. Palmer,
no.
In one hand, I like to say he's world class, but then again, if we want to use longevity, but then he's only had the chance to do it for 2 years because he wasn't allowed to play at City. So there's that. But then again, if I'm like, I'm not going to do what Arsenal fans did when Saka had one season and said he's better than Salah and Mahrez and all of that. So like, but Palmer, next year being in the Champions League and stuff like that, I'm expecting Chelsea to challenge for a major trophy. Let's see what you can do then. And then you also have the World Cup with England. That's 3 years of consistency now. And then we can say, yes, you are a world-class player. Because he's a world-class talent, definitely. And he's had world-class form. So let's see if your form actually is permanent.
Maybe I rank football too high, but what I've always ranked football on is constantly contributing to the highest level at the best of your abilities year in, year out. And that's why I don't call Palmer can be world class, just not yet. Like, I think again, world class ability. You can see as a player, he's just one of them players that just could be world class. And I understand people's arguments. Like Elijah's even saying Palmer is world class. What the fuck? Like I hear it, but like it depends what you rank world class on. Like, and some people base it on best in their position, like top 3 in your position year in, year out. Some people just say contribution to trophies year in, year out. You've got to be a key part of that squad. Like, it depends on what you rank it on. Like, for me, I feel like the bar is too low in this day and age. And maybe I raise it too high because of the lack of competition. But
do you think I don't know if you saw this on Instagram. Actually, fucking hell. I'll bring it up and I'll play it. Hold on.
I hear what you're saying. Messi and Ronaldo has killed football, man. Like, maybe that's it. Maybe that's where it is. But I'm not expecting anyone to do Messi and Ronaldo shit. But I fully hear what you're saying because, like, the problem is now that's the reason why a lot of young players fail. The next Messi, the next Ronaldo. For the love of God, please stop doing this. Please. We literally grew up on 2 aliens. Basically, we grew up on 2 aliens of the world. Right, every single week you would see a highlight or a game where either Messi or Ronaldo were contributing to a mad moment, to a key part of the campaign where they were winning leagues, cups, or whatever, and because they were the main guys of the world, let alone their league. Like, they were not carrying La Liga because there was bare sick players in La Liga, but they were putting La Liga on the map by just having them. It was like the Messi and Ronaldo league. We were just trying to recreate what they were doing in school every single week. Like, I'm not expecting people to be like that. I'm not expecting people like when people try to do Mbappe, Haaland is the next Messi, Ronaldo thing. That's dead. Like, let's not even do that. Let's not even like Ronaldo and Messi had their era sort of thing. It's like, I'm not sure whether older people did that with like Messi and Ronaldo as the next Pele, Maradona. I'm not sure whether they did that. I don't know. But I feel like for Messi and Ronaldo to thrive, they were just their own men sort of thing. And I don't even think like for example, Palmer's been trash or anything. I don't think Palmer's been trash. I just think everyone was like, oh my God, his first season. And then everyone expected him to be constantly at that point every single time. But cool, expectations rise. That's the cycle of football. For me, I just have a high bar when it comes to world class. You gotta be you gotta do it year in, year out. Like, I'm not calling Yamal world class right now. I'm not calling bare players because I barely call, because I'm just keeping the same. I barely call anyone world class. But then again, do I need to just change my expectation because of the era of football we're in? Like, maybe, but I just feel weird calling certain players world class when they've had like one good season, or they've had a half of a good season. I can't go off the last 6 months and then call you world class. I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh,
I can't, like, off the last 6 months just call you world class or whatever.
I agree. Yeah, Messi, Ronaldo ruined football. Their stats, their alien numbers have inflated what people think. Because like getting 15, 20 goals, let's say getting 20 goals as a striker in a league is, bro, that is actually great numbers. Like, that is, but like, look at the best strikers that we rate. Like, bro, Drogba's my Chelsea goal. He wasn't getting 20 consistently. You know how difficult it is to actually get those numbers consistently. That's why people rate Henry getting 20 and 20.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
because that's just not normal. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, and to be fair, even the Yamal one, I'm probably wrong about, because then again, when you think about it, the Euros, I forget about the Euros. That counts. I forget about the Euros, like contributing to a trophy, then putting that type of performance in the Champions League. I know Barca not got knocked out, but that wasn't his fault. And every time I see this guy shoot, I swear to God, I think it's going to go.
Wait, did you say Yamal's not world class?
Yeah, but then I forget about the Euros.
No, he is.
I forget about the Euros.
Even though Yamal's been, actually, to be fair, Yamal's been doing it for 2 years. To be fair.
Yes.
So yeah, he's got a bit of
Okay, that's the bar. Not Yamal, but 2 years consistency contribute to that bar level.
That's what, because for me, 1 year can be a purple patch. Your second year is where I assess, are you actually world class? That's how I look at it.
Like, yeah.
This is about Ian Wright and whether he was world class.
Yeah.
I know Wright was before your time, but did he play for West Ham?
He did play for West Ham, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you've spoken to older West Ham fans on what they think about Ian Wright. So listen to this, people. Oh, yeah, actually.
That weren't world class.
Yeah. There was a stage he was.
Stop it.
There was a stage he was.
Ian Wright.
No,
He's a bad man. He's a bad man, but he weren't world class.
No. There was a stage, 2 seasons. Homeboy was world class.
So what we're saying, the consistency is only 2 seasons. What I'm saying is Kevin Phillips. One second. So he was a great English Premier League striker. Scored 30 goals. Point is, he don't even make it close to these things. So just because you was a great scorer in your league,
it doesn't make goals don't make you world class. Right, cool. Why I said he was for them 2 seasons, because man said the key attributes were mentality monster, Ian Wright, gorilla mentality. Let's be straight here. Let's be real. Consistency. Mm-hmm. Those 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
Yeah,
bro.
but
he played until he was 40 years old. And you're naming 2 seasons.
Skill set. He made it at 24. What are you talking about, Steve-O? Numbers, trophies, they're all there, bro. So for me, there was a stage, he was world class. You don't stay world class.
Ian Wright weren't world class.
Like, it's very fair you're talking about the 2 seasons thing. But Steve-O always does this, where he makes like a stupid point by comparing it to someone random and be like, "What about Kevin Phillips, guys?" There's always some random English guy. Steve always does this. There's always some random English guy that was like, "Oh, he did well for 2 seasons." Like, it's like me saying, "Oh, but Prem, what about Rory Delap? Like, was he world class because of his long life? What the fuck? What are we doing?" Like,
I think Rory Delap had a world class attribute.
he did, to be fair. But like, you get my point. This is what Steve-O does. Like, for me, 2 seasons is a good barometer for this era of football, especially because there's not really much to live up to as well. There's not really much to live up to. And there's not really many major league consistent players, if we're being 100% honest. Maybe in terms of stats, but that's it. There's not many major league consistent players. So
I
that's
have an
very tough. But
unpopular.
also, it's the trophies you have to contribute on.
I think Trent is a world class footballer.
Mm.
I think he's an average right back.
I think I've always said though, I do think his highs do cover his lows though.
Yeah, but only if you build a system that allows him to be Trent.
That's fair, but could you not put that argument with a lot of footballers? Like, especially in this era. Like,
Yeah,
allow them
but
to lower their deficiencies to get the best out of their best attributes.
yeah, but if you name those footballers, aren't they mainly attackers or strikers?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
When you're
That's
a
true. We
right
don't
back,
say this about defenders. Yeah, we don't
you
say this
can't
about
have that
defenders.
deficiency in you.
Yeah, you're right.
So, like, I like Trent is still world class, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, as a right back, there's so many I'm taking ahead of him.
Yeah, especially in like if you're trying to win in like a cup competition.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that's fair.
because I don't want like weaknesses in my team, and especially in defense, I don't want weaknesses in my team.
I've got an unpopular opinion to add to that though. This is why I don't go too heavy on Hakimi. I'm just being honest, and it's the reason why I say that. I watched him closely in that PSG run, yeah, and that man was, and that man he would like. It was like he was allowed to leave a lot of gaps. It's like purposely. You don't need to defend, bro, because Marquinhos is there, or João Neves is there.
Marquinhos is not good. But I agree. PSG's left-hand side of their defense is better than the right-hand side. I agree with you.
But I'm also saying, like, the system allowed Hakimi to not have as much pressure to just stay 1v1 because there was always someone covering for him. So like Marquinhos and João Neves or Fabio Ruiz were always standing in a space to cover for him. Sometimes, funny enough, sometimes it was even fucking Dembele or Doué. Doué was playing right back more times than Hakimi, even the Club World Cup sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's why before PSG, most of the time Hakimi had played as a wing back. At Dortmund, he played as a wing back. At Inter, he played wing back. So no, I get that. I get that. I don't think that's unpopular. I accept that.
But like that's why I can't. I don't know whether I can put Hakimi world class, but I do want to see another. If he has another season like he did again with PSG, then fucking hell, fair enough.
Hakimi is world class because he's been like Hakimi's been around for time. Like he's been world class for time.
But I want to see because now you're playing at a right back role, where you'll have to play forward and back. There's only so much people can do to cover for you at this current moment in time when you're going for all these competitions.
You're saying not as a wing back, as a right back. Okay.
Yeah. Can I be honest? Being a world class wing back is a fucking cheat code. You got bare man covering for you, man. Yeah. You got a midfielder or a defender.
No, I heard that. And especially now, PSG are like the best in the world. People are gonna try and target you. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. It's like Denzel Dumfries has made 2 finals.
I don't rate Dumfries.
Exactly. Denzel Dumfries has made 2 finals.
Bro, the guy needs to go play basketball or something. I don't rate him.
Like this man was a failed right winger. You can tell he was just a winger in the academy. That was it.
Bro, he's a failed center back, bro. Bro, I look at that Inter team. There's only a few I actually rate. Handanovic is a good goalkeeper. I rate Bastoni. I rate Barella.
You mean Sommer?
Yeah, Sommer. But
Like
the
Barella.
rest of that team is ass. I'll be so real. Like people, like Inzaghi,
And
like
Martinez is us. Martinez is us.
Inzaghi drew blood from stone with that team. The team's ass.
Facts. So
Thuram
they're
is
so used to that
ass.
system.
People
Yeah,
were telling
Thuram
me
is
that they
arse.
upgraded from Lukaku. Thuram is ass, bro.
Wait, they upgraded from Lukaku to Thuram. People
People were
dumb, bro.
when Lukaku left to Chelsea, went to Chelsea, people started doing the whole, because you remember he flopped at Chelsea and Chelsea fans that and do the
Yeah.
whole, oh, Thuram's better. All right, man. Like,
Oh, fuck off, man. You
ass.
see, do you remember what we used to say? We had this conversation off camera, funny enough. Like me, you, Elijah, Melon, Alfie, whatever. We were talking. I remember bringing up the conversation about, like, you know, when defenders come up against two strikers now, and then, like, I'd argued that it was like easier to come up against like a one striker or whatever. I also I'm gonna flip that. You see the whole Thuram thing. You playing in a 2 up front right now, you are lucky. You are fucking lucky. The reason why I say that is because if he was playing on his own in a normal 4-3-3, yeah, I know you got midfielders around you, people create a 5 and whatever, but you need bare man around you all the time. It's like you got the wing backs right next to you. You got your strike partner right next to you. It's like you're getting all the help in the world and you're still missing these chances. Like, you couldn't be more of a system player if you tried. You can't, like, there's only so much he can do because he's not that good. He's just not that good. Simple as that. You've
bro,
never been that good, though.
When Jackson looks better than you, that's why I say to Jackson, go Serie A. You play in a 2 striker formation, you can create, the other one will bag. It works, bro. Just go there. But this thing where you're in the prem and people are looking at you like a striker, you're not a striker, bro. Go play as an inside forward or play in a front two, but you're not a striker.
Yeah. Barella and Bastoni, the only players I would take at Chelsea. Some are actually as well. Those are probably their 3 like most like consistent.
I wouldn't take Barella because we just have too many midfielders. But Bastoni, yes. Sommer, yes.
Yeah. But just in terms of quality, like if you need a midfielder, you take Barella in it.
Is Bowen world class?
No.
Because you say Bowen's better than Salah, right? Or Saka, right?
Yeah. Saka's not world class.
Ooh. Why do you not think Saka's world class?
Because again, contributing to the highest level of competition, like he's done that one season. This was the first time where I'm like, this is the first season. Like the goals against Real Madrid, I'm like, fair play. Fair play. This is like your first like stamp into world class. Bowen's not world class either.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't think Bowen's world class. Like, I know contribution to trophy matters. We were going to win the Conference League. Like, Bowen's great, but Bowen's not great because he won the.
You think the tier of trophy matters, right?
The tier of trophy definitely matters. You can't just win every trophy and like call yourself world class.
I think. Do you think Bowen's a tier below world class? Because I think if Bowen was, I think if Bowen was like at Arsenal, or like I've always said, because when Salah looked like he was going to leave, I've said Liverpool go get Bowen because he's like a B-Tech Salah in terms of just being inevitable. I think if Bowen was at a platform at a bigger club, people would give him the world class shout. Just because of his consistent numbers, turns up in big games. He's actually done it to win a trophy, so there's no reason why he can't do it again if given that platform.
That is the most spot on analysis. So like Bowen is a tier below because of the club he's at, because he doesn't have the chance to actually show that he's world class. If he was at Liverpool, he'd be world class. If he was at Man City, he'd be world class, whatever. Like maybe not Arsenal because it's Arsenal, but at the same time, like if you're pointing out opportunity like Saka was against Real Madrid to contribute to what he did, Bowen would have done the exact same thing against Real Madrid like Saka did. And people don't think like Bowen could do that because it's Bowen, he plays for West Ham, whatever. But Bowen could have done what Saka did against Real Madrid. Bowen's done those type of goals before. He's not a man that misses the occasion. So what I rank on world class, Bowen's not world class, but he's a tier below.
And you think Saka's the tier below?
Yeah, Saka's a tier
below. And Palmer's the tier below.
Yeah.
Who is closer to being world class out of those 3?
Palmer. Because Palmer, the reason why I say Palmer is because not only is it the team that like you're going to have the most opportunities to actually show yourself at the top level, but I think all 3 of them are not got no fear when it comes to like big games. In terms of big games, in terms of showing yourself on the big stage, none of them have like show a sense of fear or show a sense of hiding necessarily. But I just think with Palmer, he's the most likely to take it by the scruff of the neck, when he's at that club. I think if Bowen was at a big six club as well, I would say Bowen, because Bowen showed it already. Like, he's going to do it at this level. He's going to rise. If he could do it at this level, think about what he could be at a better team. But with Palmer and Saka and Bowen, what they show right now at the current level that they've proved, Palmer's the most likely to show that level. He has a different mentality to everyone else.
You think West Ham are getting relegated? I think I've said you guys will stay up because you have Bowen and you'll have enough goals. Well,
yeah.
I mean, I say you have. I mean, yeah, considering all the relegation teams, you'll have enough goals. If Bowen keeps you up, does that put him closer to being world class?
No, I don't think it makes a difference.
Okay, so you think you have to be, because I agree, being a world class player, you have to contribute towards winning trophies, but you can't help your circumstance. If you're at a small club, then you can only do what you can do. And if you're still performing to the level of these world class players at Chelsea, Arsenal, Real Madrid, then
Yeah, but even though you can't help your circumstances, it's just it is where it is type moment in football. Like, was Payet world class?
He had a world class season.
Yeah, exactly. So if he went to a bigger club, he would have been known as a world class player. But he went to Marseille. Marseille's a big club, but you know what I mean? Like, they don't fight for cups year in, year out. Like, Rice could have been world class, or he's probably closer to world class than fucking Saka is, to be honest with you, because he's proven more, in my opinion.
So in that video I played, fucking hell, what was the comment? Steve-O replied to that, went in the comments of the video. Let me find exactly what he said something, or maybe I said something in it, and then someone else replied to what I said. I said about it was said about Declan Rice, he was world class at West Ham. His last, like, say, season, or like the last season, he was world class at West Ham before he went to Arsenal. Do you agree with that?
No, because I think he's talking about just world class ability. There's a thin line between world class ability and world class application. I'm not saying he didn't apply himself, but how can you apply yourself to be world class when you're at West Ham? You can't. You can't be world class at West Ham. You have to play and be in a circumstance to be in the top competitions year in, year out. Like, I don't think we ever talked about mid-table players being world class like 10 years ago. Because none of them were ever in an opportunity to be in a consistent amount of time to be world class. Year in, year out. I don't think Rice was ever going to be world class at West Ham. In terms of world class season, he might have won one or two, but like, can you have even if you have a world class season 1 or 2 at West Ham, is it fair to be called world class at West Ham when there's less pressure than the typical other clubs? There's a different pressure. I think the pressure also comes into it. If you're doing it for a Chelsea, Arsenal, City, whatever, Liverpool, etc., it's different. If you're having those seasons with that type of pressure, there's pressure at those clubs. Maybe not Arsenal, but at the same time, like, yeah, Rice had a world class. He steps up no matter what the circumstances are. But there's no pressure at West Ham. You can be you, sort of thing. If you're that good, you can show yourself. So, if you wanted to say a world class season, that's fine. But I'm not going to be biased. I can't call you world class. I can't call you world class if you're at West Ham. If we were fighting for the title, fighting for FA Cups year in, year out, and Bowen was scoring bare, Rice was there, whatever, then cool. Because we actually get to show something for you to be world class. Like, at least with the Yamal comment earlier, I can at least say he won the Euros. He's at Barcelona. He's at Spain. He's got the opportunities. Saka's got the opportunities to become world class, same as Palmer. Bowen probably won't get picked for the World Cup squad. Rice, if he has a great season at the World Cup, we could have those debates. Even though there's always going to be a stigma on Declan Rice because he's at Arsenal and Arsenal fans overhype him. So no, people aren't going to be ready for those Rice world-class conversations. Going to be like, he doesn't pass forward and all this. I don't think he can be world-class at West Ham.
So you don't think you can be... I mean, I get it. But you don't think you can be a world-class player but not play for one of the biggest clubs?
No, you can't. Because there's no pressure. Pressure matters.
How... Wait, Dave, who is that in reference to? Who's Mikel talking about in reference to that, by the way? Before I answer that.
6 or 7, but don't wait till 20th. You passed your best. Like, Nigerian FA, I'm ready to play for you now. No, fuck off, mate. Fuck it.
I have an opinion on it, but I just want to know who Mikel's talking about in reference to that. But yeah, how long do you think it can take until your world class tag gets removed? Because I hear people say if you're world class, you're world class, and like it can, but your world class tag can go away.
That's a good question.
It can go away. Like, for
think
example,
it depends. Like,
and I get it, they're old, but like Messi, Ronaldo, they're not world class anymore. And yes, they're old, but like you can't keep saying they're world class. I don't think that's fair.
I guess once you drop off from your peak, where it comes to the point where you're not contributing anymore to the top level. Like Ronaldo at Man United and Messi at PSG were barely world class at that point either. They didn't, but it's not their fault necessarily, but they weren't.
And I don't think it's just about peak either. It's like, is there an example of a player I'm talking about in relation to this? Fernando Torres, was he world class at Liverpool?
How many seasons did he have where he was like...
Not sure. How long was he at Liverpool for? Maybe 3 years, I think.
He can't have been. He can't have been, no.
Because he was like a... I don't know if I say generational talent, but like he was like a big talent in Spain for Atletico Madrid. And from Atletico, I think he went to Liverpool.
I don't know. I think he was just a great striker. Not world class, no.
Okay, then that's... I can't think of another example. Oh, Falcao. World class at Atletico Madrid, right? Radamel Falcao.
Was that early 2010s?
Yes. He helped Atletico Madrid win Europa. I think he won them two. I think he won 2 Europas on the bounce. Atletico Madrid. In the Super Cup final, he scored 4 goals against Chelsea.
Probably is world class then.
Okay. And then he got injured. Came back from his injury, went on loan to Man United.
Then lost it.
Yeah. Even though I think he lost it because of the injury, to be fair. But your world-class tag can go away with whether it's an injury. Like when Van Dijk got injured, right? And he was back from his injury. That season, Liverpool fans were still trying to say he's world-class. I was against that because I was saying you can't keep your world-class tag forever. You've got to earn it.
Yeah, I hear that. It's a difficult. It's a grey area because
like Rodri.
Yeah.
If Rodri goes through the season and he's like just okay, can we still say he's world class, or does he have to go back and earn in that world class tag? And if so, do you still have to go through the 2 years to get that world class tag back, or can you get it back in a shorter time frame because we've known what you've done in the past? Like, how does that work?
You can get back in a short time frame, in my opinion. If we've already seen what you're like and you go back to your best in a short consecutive amount of time, you've gone back to how you were. You just had a little patch where you weren't world class. That's it.
So how long is that time frame then? How long can you get how long does it take for you to get the world class tag back, for one? And two, does it change with how long you've not been world class for? Say you were world class for like 4 years, best in the world, best in your position for 4 years. and then you fell off for 2. Can I then go into next season and be world class for like 6 months and I'm back to being world class, or is that just a purple patch and I've got to earn my class tag? Like, I know I'm being confusing, but it's like, how does all of that work?
So I feel like if, for example, let's say the great example is Rodri here. So let's say because of his injury, he comes back, and let's say he has a bad first 6 months, but he has not even a bad 6 months. Let's say he doesn't start on a regular basis until December or whatever, and then he has a great rest of the season. It's back to normal Rodri.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's back to being world class because we've seen that same level, especially if you give me the same level that you came up with just before you got injured. I think that's completely fair. I think that's completely fair. It's like a short amount of time. I think 2 seasons with you not being yourself anymore. Like, let's say Van Dijk came back. Even, to be fair, the season Van Dijk came back, he actually wasn't that. It was actually the season after. Because the season he came back when they came second, he was decent. It wasn't Van Dijk, but he was decent. But it was the season after where, when Liverpool was shit under Klopp, like he was not, like, when he was getting skinned by Perisic or whatever, like, that was a bad season.
And people were still saying he was, but that was my point of, his first year back, he was good, but he still wasn't world-class Van Dijk. And that's why I was saying, you can't, how long, so fine, good season, but still not world-class. And then you fell off. But that's still 2 seasons of you not being world-class. Does that mean his world-class tag was gone at that point?
For that period of time, it was, yeah.
So when did he get his world-class tag back?
Last season. Well, the season just gone, in my opinion.
So how long is that without being world-class?
2 seasons, I think.
When did he get injured?
He got injured in 2020, came back in the 21-22 season, the 22-23 seasons when he had the stinker, and the 23-24 season. No, that's when he got it back. The 23-24 season. Was it? What was the season he had the stinker?
Klopp's last year.
Yeah, Klopp's last year, sorry, not the season just gone. Klopp's last season, and then the season just gone. He was really good in both. He was back to being his best. He was back to Van Dijk.
But before the Klopp's, but the year before that, so Klopp's last year, was when Poch was in charge of Chelsea. They just won the Carabao. The year before that, though, they won the Carabao and FA. No, wait, was it? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't that season. That was 2 seasons before.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense because that was the year. But the season, so,
the 22-23 season where they had the stinker, where
was when he had the
was
stinker,
crashing out. Yeah, when West Ham won the Conference League that season, he was having a stinker.
Oh, when Chelsea had Potter, and then the year before that was when he had his world class. It was good. Yeah, that was when Liverpool won the Carabao and FA Cup, but Liverpool fans were saying they should have won the quad. That was when he had the. Okay, cool. So yeah, fair. Then he was. Then yeah, cool. Okay, fair enough.
Because if imagine you go 2 seasons without being your best, and then you go to 3rd season, bang, you just decline. You're fucked. Yeah. You're fucked. But he's back. But yeah, Dave, apparently he was referring to tossing.
Dave, when did Mikez say this? Because he said this before. But yeah, Mikez, if you decide to you want to play for England, stick to it. Sit and wait, but don't wait till you're 29, 30 and you've passed your best. And now you're like, oh, Nigeria, I want to play for you now. Fuck off, mate. I agree with that.
Oh, yeah,
don't wait until your best years potentially are gone and you can't get into your preferred national team, and now you want to come and play it at home. Like, I don't like that. Wilfred Zaha did that for Ivory Coast, and look at him. He didn't really get much of anything for Ivory Coast, and Ivory Coast could have used a player like him because his best years were post Drogba, Yaya Toure, Kalou, was post Ivory Coast's like golden generation. They could have used a player like him. So yeah, I don't like that at all. I think if I'm tossing to someone who I would take for Nigeria. He'd be a good defender for us. But if you just want to play for England, then go. But it looks like he might just decide to play for us now because he flew to Nigeria during this break these Chelsea players had. And so it looks like he might decide to play for us, which I guess fair enough. But I don't like this whole indecisiveness. Like Madueke, 2 years ago, I would have loved for him to play for Nigeria. But like he then chose to play for England. He got his debut for England. And now he's not going to get back into the England team. Actually, well, to be fair, England is stupid. He might get into the England team. But regardless, you're not going to get to play for England, really. So who really cares? And I look at someone like Josh Achimpong. He's a brilliant young talent. But just knowing what it's like, really, I don't think you're going to get to play for England much. Go play for Ghana. Like, I prefer people just play for, especially if you're a good player, but like, realistically, you're not going to get to actually play for your country. Instead of just trying to wish and hope, go play back home because the legacy you can actually build. I look at Lookman. He's only been playing for Nigeria for like, maybe 3 years. And he's already taken us to an AFCON final. He just won African Player of the Year. Like, the things you can do playing for your African nation or playing back home instead of wishing to play for England or France or Spain or like Samuel Rodion. You're not going to get to play for Spain, bro. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, the only reason... Yes. The only reason why Nico Williams plays for Spain is because they don't have wingers anymore. I'm going to be honest. Like,
yeah, they don't.
And they just use you as a runner. Yes, they just use you as a runner, bro. That's it. Yamal, bro, he didn't play in Spain's youth level. Not really. He's Moroccan.
Yeah,
he's like Moroccan or Algerian. Like, he should be playing, but because he plays for Spain, he was at Barca's youth academy. Now we can say he's one of the best, but you know, if I tell people Lookman's one of the best wingers in the world, people still look at me like I'm stupid. So
he is the best. He is debatably top 3 left wingers in the world. So I don't know what people are saying. It's Kvaratskhelia and Lookman, and then who, bruv? Like, who? What, fucking Vinicius and Mbappe and them, man? Don't take the piss.
I'm like, just go. I always like champion just going to play back home. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know what if you have thoughts on this.
Go and play either where you're going to get the most opportunity, or whether you generally feel like you're only going to get love at that certain country. If you only feel like you're going to get love at England, that's you in it. So go and try your best. If you only feel like you're going to get love in Nigeria, go for Nigeria. If you feel like it's just a playing thing, like I know with Balassi, for example, it was a playing thing, or it was not even that. It was Balassi was like, I want to achieve something if I do something for England, I just get my debut for England. It means fuck all. I want to do something for Congo. And he also inspired a lot of people in Congo to go and play for Congo. So like,
and that's what you should do. Like for me, because for me, I'm looking at it as like, I want to, like everything you said, but also I want to win. And I mean, to be fair, I'm also Irish, so like Nigeria is also the safe bet anyway to actually win something. But if I was Nigerian and English or Nigerian and French, even though France have too stacked of a national team that, like, I look at someone like Olise, he just got into the French team. Cherky just got into the French team.
Yeah.
Like, that team is too stacked, bro, to really have a chance of making it in anyways. But if I'm English, just go play back home. Like Madueke, you actually could be starting for Nigeria right now. And the way you play, the chaosness about you kind of suits AFCON. So like
sure.
I look at Carney Chuameka, go play for Nigeria. Leslie, I've been saying he should play for Nigeria for like over a year now. Like Josh Ashington, go play for Ghana. Like, stop picking these nations that don't actually appreciate you, because when you lose, they're gonna treat you like they treated Saka.
Yeah.
Whereas if Saka was Nigerian, one, we would have won AFCON, the last one, but two, he would have an African Player of the Year award. Definitely, he'd probably have 2. But then again, people wouldn't look at Saka like he's this amazing world-class player because he'd be Nigerian and not English.
Yep.
So
He wouldn't get the English media hype. He been talked about like Zaha, fam.
but then again,
Like-
people would then say Saka's underrated, you know.
Saka's underrated, you know? Like, I know he's Nigerian. No.
What? You mad? Saka's not better than Bowen. Because Bowen would be playing for England. But then
Yeah,
Bowen
that's
would
true,
leave.
you know.
Bowen would then leave. Bowen would have
Right,
cost
yeah.
105 mil.
Hey, bro, hey, we would have cashed in and bought fucking some shitty winger, bro. We would have bought fucking we would have replaced Boyle like Mavadini or some shit. I'm just thinking what West Ham would have done, like, because we replaced Rice with Alvarez and Ward Prowse, bro. So that we would have replaced Boyle with Mavadini and Reece Nelson. We would have replaced with Mavadini and Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson's another one, brother. You're not even got an international career right now. I think he's Jamaican.
Is he? Yeah, bro.
I
Go
think
play
so.
for Jamaica. Go back home. Like Jamaica actually have a decent national team.
They do. They actually do.
Like more players just go because again, it's about achieve. Do you know the legacy you can have with doing like what like Balassi playing for Congo? You know the legacy you can have for even getting Congo to a semi-final of AFCON. You know that that's a better legacy than like England. They've reached, I think, they've reached 2 finals and like 3 or 4 semi-finals in the last maybe 10 years or 8 years.
Oh yeah.
But no one's gonna say like people still look at Kane like he shouldn't even be playing for England anymore. And Kane is one of England's greatest, if not the greatest ever striker. John Stones is one of England's greatest ever centre backs. Maguire, I know he's not a good player at club level, but international level, he's one of the best centre backs that have played for England, technically, in terms of getting to these finals. But people still laugh at these players because they've not crossed the line. But for a Congo or even a Nigeria or whatever, like there's a lot you can do for them just by having your star power and your presence. And then you'll have a young kid growing up and looking up to a Balassi and saying, "Yo, I want to play." Ola Aina, he only wanted to play for Nigeria.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
and if he can achieve something great for Nigeria, then you have young players say growing up in England and saying, "I want to play for I want to play for my country. I want to play for Cameroon or whatever." If I'm a young kid looking for Cameroon, I'm looking up to Mbuemo, hoping he does something great because I want to. Like I just an advocate for doing that. Play from where you're actually from, because England and France and Spain and stuff, they won't appreciate you. They honestly won't, because as soon as a young kid breaks out, they'll throw you away. They won't care.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. Like Wan-Bissaka is another one. He's only just started to play for Congo. We're gonna lose him in AFCON. Wan-Bissaka, thanks for choosing to play.
He's actually done that now.
Yeah.
That was we're gonna for a while. Finally.
Yeah, like literally like 5 years. 5 years of like debating England Congo, because you would never get a chance at England, mate. Wan-Bissaka, you had to choose now. Well, now we're gonna fucking lose you in AFCON. Thanks.
That's why you bought what's his name?
Walker Peters, yep. Because we're gonna lose Diouf as well.
Who does he play for?
Senegal.
Oh, you signed that one. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we signed that Diouf, yeah.
Hey, he's quality. Nice.
I know, but like, why do we not sign all these players like in every other position, bro? Like, he's a good player. Like, he's had a good start to
You're lucky Bowen's not African. You guys would have got relegated time ago.
Hey, Alua Bowen.
Alua Bowen. Alua Jared.
Oh
yeah,
my
that
God.
Peak, man.
John, that used to piss me off. Like, because West Ham, like a few years ago, not even a few, like nearly 10 years ago now, our squad used to be just English and African. So when AFCON happened, we were fucked because we had Saka, Kouyaté, all these men gone, and I was like, bruv, we're losing Kouyaté and Saka for a month. I was like, oh my God, because Andy Carroll would be injured all the time.
guys had the uncles.
I love the Afro Saka, man. I love the Afro Saka. You were mistreated, bro. Mistreated. Fucking Bilic, bro. Wants to slap shit out of him. Fucking Saka was probably this is unpopular, but Saka was the best striker in my lifetime in terms of consistency. Because Skamaka is actually the most talented. Skamaka is by far the most talented. Haller is up there, but Saka in terms of Saka and Carroll were the best in terms of like application when you played. You was the most consistent by far. Strikers. Like, and it used to piss me off that we didn't use Saka properly. Because he would have still been playing like a couple years ago. He could have contributed to that Conference League team if we actually kept him properly. Fucking Valencia Saka up front. Bilic, that bitch, bro, wants to play him on the right hand side. Idiot, bro. Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But Antonio right back, Saka right wing. This guy was a full on crackhead, bro. This guy's a full on crackhead. Tompkins right back. Fucking. Oh my days. We saw Joey O'Brien. And the shit I've had to put up with, with these managers.
Is Bilic worse than I don't want to say his name.
No one's worse than him.
Wow.
No one's worse. There's not a single person on earth that's ever been worse than him. Like, he's up there with Moustache, man. He's that modern day Moustache, man. That's who that loser Teggy is. I think I've done so much, by the way, that Prime is frozen. So credit to Brahim Diaz. He knew he wouldn't get into that Spanish team, so he picked Morocco. Exactly. Exactly.
But also the Brahim Diaz thing is he picked Morocco, and then you had Moroccans trying to put him in the African Player of the Year award because he chose Morocco in like with 4 months left of the award votings to go and stuff, and people were trying to say he should win it over Lookman, and I'm like, bro, relax, man. He played for Spain yesterday.
Yeah, man. Louder. I'm sorry, Lookman's been like the best African player for a while, in my opinion. Like the shit he's done in Italy has been absolutely sensational. And he could go to. I know that Inter look kind of shit now, but he might have a good career at Inter. Now that they play with wingers, he might do well there because Lookman's could go to Inter.
I don't. The manager they have, I don't know. But I think it would have been great with Inzaghi, but now that's kind of maybe the only downside. African players now, at least the top ones, they don't have the same clout as they did like 10, 15 years ago. No, Drogba, Yaya, Eto, these ones don't have, bro, Lookman's one of the best wingers in the world. And no offense, because Inter are a legacy club, but like, you shouldn't be at Inter. You should, like, Chelsea needed a winger this summer. Arsenal needed a winger this summer. I know United are washed, but they need a winger. Why are you there? Why are you at Inter?
That's true.
You're also linked to Atletico Madrid. Barca needed a winger. Why were you linked to Atletico and Inter? With all due respect to those two clubs. Why? Osimhen, teams needed a striker. Why are you at Gala? Like these, like the clout. Where's the clout? Where's the clout?
Bro, imagine Barca had a front three of Yamal, Lewandowski, Lookman.
Like,
that's disgusting.
But you're at, with all due respect, you're at Inter. With no Inzaghi, by the way. If Inzaghi was still there, I'd be like, cool, I get the pull. But no Inzaghi, you're at Inter. Bayern need a winger. Thank you, Yasser. And you're at Inter. You could contribute to Bayern winning a Champions League next year. But no, you're at Inter with no Inzaghi. Like, where's the clout? And people will say Salah. Like, Salah will be retired in a year or two. Brahim Diaz has clout because he's at Real Madrid. That doesn't count.
That's true.
There's no better African striker than Osimhen. And there's only a few strikers in the world better than Osimhen in general. And yet, he's at Gala. Like, with all due respect.
It's true. It's true. It's true. So Lookman and Salah have been one of the two of the better African players of the year, like the past few years. Like it's not even debate. It's been them two, very clear. Like Lookman, what he's been doing for the past few years, I'm glad people have finally given him the credit he deserves. Chivu was only given a job as he was a former player under Mourinho, so Zanetti may have had a part in his appointment. So it's one of them in-house ones. It was like Solskjaer, Lampard type appointments.
And he's going to get sacked
very quickly. They'll hire another manager that plays 5-3-2. They'll just hire another manager that plays 5-3-2, and then they'll go back to normal. Fuck knows who they're gonna get. Here's the West Ham lineup: Fotheringham, Diouf, Mavropanos, Kilman, Casey, Walker Peters, Potts, Irving. 5-3-2 again. 5-3-2 again. I'm gonna. Hey Potter, I'm gonna put a hit on you. I swear to God, man. I'm gonna put a hit on you.
Not trim. All right. That's a relax. Wait, is Paqueta playing in the front too?
Yeah, he plays quite well in there. To be fair, false line.
Okay, yeah, first.
But bruv, we're gonna play 5 at the back next year. Oh man, all right, whatever. Is what is.
Doesn't he play? But you're playing 2 wing backs. Potter usually plays a fullback and a winger as his winger.
I know. Not West Ham apparently. Don't know why Guilherme's not playing.
Travers, Mlayenko, Keane, O'Brien, Patterson.
Burnham, Garner, Armstrong, and Better McNeil. Fucking hell, man.
Good team.
To be fair, Mark Travers is quite underrated. I like Mark Travers.
The Irish goalkeeper.
Yeah. Mark Travers is good. Like, to be fair, he's actually unlucky to not be at Bournemouth still, to be honest. Because when he used to fill in for Bournemouth, he always played well. If they had him instead of Kepa last year, I know Kepa did all right. But I'm sorry, Mark Travers is better. I don't care.
Yeah.
Mark Travers is a good goalkeeper. He should be first team somewhere. I would have taken him. Fuck it. I would have taken him over Areola. I would have taken Travers over Areola. I'm telling you that. If Potter gets Potter, do what you want as West Ham. Fuck the bro. I don't care at this point. Achilles, I can't lie. I just want the club to die. I don't care anymore. I don't care. And I'll be so real. There's no hope. So there's no point me caring about what manager comes. Because whatever manager comes next, they fail. They're gonna fail. You just need to shoot the owner. That's the truth. Bow! Sniper, bruv. That is it. Forget I do not know. I don't mind Potter. I like the guy. But at the same time, the team selections, bruv. I need to see Lewis. Why is Luis Guilherme not starting? Why? You've played the last game. Why is Ward-Prowse still playing? Anyway, we'll talk about that next stream. But still, come on. Come on. Irving and Potts, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing Callum Marshall. Casey, I think Casey could shout. I'm looking forward to seeing Walker Peters as well. Who else? That's it, really. I would have liked to see Theron over Ward-Prowse, to be honest. If the club dies, are you allowed to change clubs? I will just not emotionally invest myself anymore if West Ham died. I'll be going to the odd Dagenham and Redbridge game, and that would be it. That would be it. If West Ham was to die, I would just watch football as a new. I'm not supporting another club. I can't put myself through that. I'll just go glory hunt. I'll just glory hunt. Fuck it.
Why not support another club that's not in England?
I mean, to be fair, I do like other clubs that in Italy. So, fun fact. Inter is my Italian club because I just like the colours when I was a kid. Like the colour combo. But West Ham have a good relationship with Lazio. But also, my Italian origins of my family, they're all from Como. So that's a fun fact. I've got a Como top from this year. Black top. So maybe Como. Maybe even Como fucking Inter or some shit. I don't know. I was embarrassed the way Inter played that fucking final, bro.
That thing of West Ham must. Yeah, I'm clipping that.
There's gonna be a lot of them this season, bro. There's gonna be a lot of them this season, bro. Big up Musty. First game of Sunday will be fucking there. I can't lie, Warrior. Yeah. You see these watch-alongs this year, yeah. As much as I'm gonna try and do every away one, of course. I'm gonna definitely do like 95% of them, unless something comes up, because I can't guarantee 100%. But you see these watch-alongs, you know you're gonna see me back crazy. You're gonna see me mental, because you see that first game against Sunderland, yeah. I'm gonna crush it on as many people as possible whilst staying monetized. I need to find a balance, bro. Because the shit I want to say cannot be said. I promise you. Like, the sniper is ready. The sniper is ready, bro.
But for your match reactions, the match reactions you do, they're going to be videos, right? Not streams.
I might do both.
Okay, I've got a clip for you to use. Because assuming West Ham are going to be losing a lot, I've got a clip for you to use before each match reaction.
Let's just send it. Send that. Send that. We're gonna have to like find creative ways of cooking West Ham United next season, guys. Like, you man in the chat that watch me week in, week out. I'm gonna have to find creative ways instead of just raging all the time. Because I might just go through people's family trees at this point if they keep playing bad. That's what I will go to a different level of person.
Like I said, do the West Ham fan TV. Mike's here. Thoughts on the game? When is it gonna end, Robbie?
Hopefully not in prison, DC. Hopefully not in prison. What other sport do you watch? I watch a bit of boxing, bit of tennis, and darts. That's it, really. But I don't watch it as regularly as football. Like, when I'm not watching football, I'm watching YouTube most of the time. To be honest with you, I don't even get time to do that anymore because I do content. So there you go. Because I physically don't. I don't watch other people's streams unless it's like one of my mates. No, like, unless it's like if Elijah's streaming, if Alfie's streaming, or if Lewis is streaming, Flawless is streaming, etc. Like, those are the go-to people I'd usually watch with the times that I can usually am able to watch streams, because they actually stream at times where I can watch. Steve appearance. I don't. If Steve's available, he can join in it. Have an iconic Spectrum stream. And the Sunderland game is at their place, and they'll be up for it. Yep.
No more Spectrum streams. I don't have enough storage on my phone.
This is the Spectrum channel. It's a Spectrum channel, bro. You're gonna have to get used to it.
And I might need a new phone, man. I really don't have enough storage.
Hey, you see that Sunderland game, yeah? Like, the man, like fucking Isiador or whatever his name is, up front against Kilman, and again, on my days.
I thought Kilman was good.
Kilman's good when he's not in the middle of a back three. In the middle of a back three, it's suicide. It's Sean Kingston FC. Like,
suicide. Oh, okay. Wow. I was trying to think of the song. Yeah. Wow. Smart. That is so smart. I was trying to think of the song. That doesn't make sense.
And they say it's over. Fucking hell, man. Every United team might be cooked in the Prem. Well, West Ham United, Man United, and Leeds United. And that's true, Newcastle United, they're cooked as well. They're cooked as well. Oh, my days. All the Uniteds are cooked. All the Uniteds are officially cooked. You're going to do a diss track on Sullivan and Brady? I'll consider it. It might have to be like 10 minutes long.
So, 10 minutes. It's great an album.
I mean, you man saw what I'm capable of, so. They're cooked, man. They're cooked.
Yeah, rhyme Southampton with Sullivan.
This guy, bro. This guy. Set 8 streams. Yeah, I mean that clip has done all right as well. So.
Oh,
Wait,
did you
let's
put it on?
yeah.
Is it on TikTok?
Yeah, I put it on TikTok. Like, I think
Oh no.
I only no one comments on the clips to be fair, but they just gained a bit of traction for whatever reason.
Oh no. I made it,
That was-
people. So
Yeah, Prime made that latest clip of us being on the spectrum. So, you want to check that out? Check that out, bruv.
yeah. So
Wait a second,
run
how
up
many?
the likes and stuff so people Mike's can pay me.
Oh fucking hell! I can't even make that joke on camera. Fuck's sake. Wait a second. How many question marks you want me to put in the watch on timestamp of Steam joins? Depending on how many Spectrum members there are. Like it depends. Do you know, there might be just Spectrum moments when it's just me on my own. To be honest with you, I go mad. Like you lot watched the back end of last season, the Brighton watch along, the fucking I can't remember what watch along I did before that. The Brighton watch along broke me. It came to a point where I had like 2 raids because people wanted to see my pain that much. Mayanda and Isidore versus Mavropanos and again. Lord have mercy. Hopefully Mavropanos doesn't start, bro. Oh, I'll have to watch him today, for fuck's sake. Yeah, beautiful girls. That tune, bruv. That tune. Throwback. Chiefy of specs. the pro club guy, Carlos Belaba, got me in tears. Oh yeah, bruv. That fucker took 2 long shots against us and scored, bro. 2. I was 2-1 up, bruv. 2-1 up. And this dickhead. I remember, what's it called? I think Touchline was in the chat. He was like, "I'll just bet on West Ham to win." Told you, West Ham has scored, and then Sunderland, fuck me. Brighton scored 2. Brighton scored 2, and I was like, "I fucking told you, lot, we'd lose. I fucking told you." When I say West Ham are going to lose, you have to believe me. You have to. I literally said we wouldn't beat Southampton at home, and nobody believed me. And we drew to Southampton at home. I ended up crashing out on every single channel, including Lewis's and my own. Oh wait, actually, Sunderland midfield versus West Ham midfield. Exact. Chris Rigg against Alvarez. Chris Rigg. That's an up and coming like youth player that's about to take the league by storm. Chris fucking Rigg. Chris Rigg against Edson Alvarez and Ward-Prowse. Areola against Isidore and Adingra. I don't even rate Adingra because I know Wan-Bissaka's got him anyway. But see if Adingra gets a shot on goal against Areola. Areola's like, huh? Too busy braiding his hair again, then turning into a Chinese woman. Fucking dickhead. Sunderland midfield all day over West Ham. Oh, of course. We've got debatably the worst midfield in the league. And I'm not even taking a piss. Leeds have a better midfield. Gruev and Ampadu's better than Alvarez and Ward-Prowse and them, man. Who else got promoted? Burnley. Burnley released Brownhill. They still got Josh. Josh Cullen starts for us. And we should have let him go in the first place. Josh Cullen's better than Ward-Prowse and Alvarez.
Josh Cullen, my DM, bro. My DM.
That's my DM as well, because I vouch for that guy.
My DM.
I vouch for that guy. We released
Man
him.
can actually play. He can play on a half turn as well, Max.
Mm-hmm. Passing between the lines, everything. This man is 27 now. It's fucking annoying. Let him go.
Max,
Alvarez is amazing.
Do you want to cheer up?
Yeah, go on.
Cool. Because speaking of Spectrum and all of that, let's speak on it. Speak on it.
Whose hands are those meant to be?
I don't know. Someone edited that, but basically,
Are those Don
Gyökeres-
Robbie's hands?
I don't know. But Gyökeres, Glock 9. But let's talk about AFTV doing this. If people don't know, this is going to be a meme all season. Like, why? At first, when Cecil did the Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, when they were top of the league, I didn't know in it. But now it's at a point where, do you guys do this on purpose? Do you do this on purpose? Like, this is worse than the Thomas Partey spin move dance thing. Robbie did. I got memed. Like, do you guys do this on purpose?
Robbie's still turning.
It's always part of his court case. But do you guys do this on purpose? Like, you guys know after every game that you guys don't win, people are just gonna be using this as a clip. Like, and it's not just that, by the way. Alfie, I've got a picture of you doing that. Cam, I've got a picture of you doing that. Troops, I've got a video of you. You guys have even what's his name? Lee Gunner. I'm sure there's one of Northside. Even the Arsenal fans that I thought wouldn't fall for this bullshit are doing it too. There's clips of you all doing the mask. Which again, I like the mask celebration. I think it's cold in it, but only Arsenal could make the mask celebration cringing now.
They pride fested it up,
bro. You guys are gonna be 5-0 up against Sunderland. Gyökeres will score the 6th, and he'll do the celebration. Like, what we doing?
Haaland, you have one job. Haaland, you have one job. Score against Arsenal and do the celebration, bro.
What shit houses are in the league that would do this against Arsenal? Score the dagger and do the celebration.
João Pedro, Erling Haaland. If only Mopai was still in the league, fuck's sake.
Oh, Mopai. Oh my god.
Bruno Fernandes, maybe.
Vardy.
Oh, if Vardy was still here, fucking hell. Richarlison, if he stays at Tottenham.
Yeah.
I'd love Richarlison. I don't even like Tottenham, but I'd love Richarlison to do it. It would just rattle Arsenal fans the most. Like that or a João Pedro one. Don't even like Tottenham and Chelsea, but against Arsenal, fuck it, man. Do it. Even Bruno Fernandes might do it.
Is there a West Ham player? Because you guys will probably...
We ain't got any shithouses. We ain't got any shithouses.
Hey, Bowen, you've got one job, bro. Because you're the only one that scores anyway, so... You got one job,
Yeah,
Bowen.
I mean, yeah. We literally have one person that scores, so like that don't fucking matter.
Oh, Bowen, drop the family act just against Arsenal. Just do the match.
We're probably gonna beat them at the Emirates and lose to them at home again. That's what we do all the time. So that's probably what's gonna happen, bruv. I need every single team that scores against Arsenal, whether you lose, draw, or win, to do this celebration because they're not gonna win the league anyway. They'll barely be in the race. So just do it. Just humiliate them. Just humiliate them, for the love of God. Just do it.
Bro, when Gyökeres scores and Arsenal think they're going to win the game, just lose. I need that, bro.
Also, if you're talking former Arsenal player, one person that could do it, he's not a shithouse, but I would love him to do it because he scored against Arsenal quite a bit. Danny Welbeck.
Welbs.
That guy Welbs. From Brighton.
He's got too much respect.
He always scores.
He's got too much respect.
He is too respectful, but still. It's too actually, Mike, you watch Championship more than me. How does Sunderland play? What's their play style? They play in the mid block, so they play like a kind of variation between 4-4-2 off the ball, 5-3-2, but also 3-4-2-1. They like to pass it between the lines, but also like kind of similar to Ipswich in terms of style, but less direct, but also more physical. I don't think they'll get run over as much, but I think you'll see similarities between them and the Ipswich of last season. They do like having pace on the attack. They like running into space. I think they're going to have to adjust a lot more, though, next season. Like, a lot of people are praising their transfer window, but you guys got to understand, you got to learn from the previous promoted teams. They're buying a lot of young players. You need more than young players to survive. And they don't really have much know-how. I know they've just got Xhaka, and that's a great signing, but that's not going to be enough. If they had got Xhaka and Henderson, which Henderson would have made sense back to your home club, it would have made sense. That would have been quite a solid midfield for a relegation side. That actually could have put them above us and Brentford and Wolves and then Man. But the only reason why West Ham might not get relegated is because of these kind of teams. But I do think they'll beat us on the first day. They're trying to go all out as well. I can't remember which goalkeeper they bought, but yeah, they're trying their hardest to just upgrade their squad. So fair play to them. You're going to see Dennis Serkin a lot like Leif Davis last year. He's going to play a lot like Leif Davis last year. He's a good young talent. Funny enough, I think he's Irish. Prem Dennis Serkin.
He played for Sunderland.
Yeah.
No, he's English.
He's English, yeah? Oh, I thought he had Irish blood. You might have Irish blood. I'm sure it is. I think he can still declare for Ireland.
Yeah, he was born in Ireland. He's not played for England. And he's a left back. Yes, please.
He's a good player. He's like Leif Davis level. He's Leif Davis level.
He's gonna get his debut, man.
He won't play for England. He won't play for England. The England are playing Livramento and Lewis Skelly.
Yeah, but this is the bullshit England do. They'll pick a guy just to make sure he can't play for anyone else. So he'll make his debut in like November. He'll make his debut.
No, it's Thomas Tuchel. He doesn't even play Adam Wharton. Not going to play Dennis Serkin.
Nah, they will. I'm not saying he'll make the World Cup, but he'll make his debut for him.
I don't think he's getting called up. He's not getting called up.
I don't know if he'll want to play for. How old is he? I just looked up as well.
Early 20s, I think.
23. Yeah,
he's not playing for England. It's too late.
It's not too late. He was born in Dublin. Yeah, it's not too late.
It's going to be Livramento and Lewis Skelly and James on Trent on the other side. Shaw's fat. Chilwell's a pussy. Lewis Skelly has PR. Ollie Scholes plays for West Ham.
And none of them are left backs. But no, I think he'll get picked in. He'll get picked in November. He'll make his debut, and he won't go.
Yeah, I forgot about Lewis Hall.
Yeah.
Lewis Hall as well. When he comes
back,
he's not.
Lewis Hall's not even a left back.
Yeah, I know, and he's probably the best English left back. So
Tyreek Mitchell's better than him.
Oh yeah, Tyreek Mitchell. Yeah. Why the fuck does he not get called up? I said he should get called up in the World Cup and the Euros.
Yeah, I said that for the last tournament. People were telling me, "Who's Tyreek Mitchell? He's not good."
People were telling me there was too many Crystal Palace players. I was like, what? What does that even mean, bro? Who cares?
He was the old, Wharton and Eze?
Yeah, and Gay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Henderson.
Oh, yeah.
I get too many Crystal Palace, but Crystal Palace have good English players. Like, what do you want? What do you want
too
from
many
me?
Crystal Palace players. But when it was Spurs players in the team, no one said anything. All right, man.
We had 3 West Ham players when we won the fucking World Cup, bro. So, I mean, I know West Ham are actually a good team then, but fucking hell, come on. So maybe in a friendly, but honestly, Dennis Serkin's a bit like Leif Davis. He's just going to go under the radar and not get called up. Leif Davis is a good player. I think West Ham should have still got him.
Who is Leif Davis?
He might have Irish blood in him, but I know he's born in England.
Icelandic.
He's Icelandic, yeah?
Leif is an Icelandic name.
Oh, first. I didn't know that. I don't know anyone from Iceland. Apart from Guðjón Daniel, bruv.
Guðjón is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know any Icelandic people, bruv.
Yeah, because Leif is Scandinavian. But he is English. But I don't know how he has the name Leif. Maybe his mother Scandinavian or something.
Yeah, good.
Guðjón Daniel, is that a YouTuber?
Yeah, that was. Do you remember our old school KSI?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the guy who fucked him over. Like, used to make videos with back in the day.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, that was him. That was him, bro. Oh fuck! Oh yeah, Gylfi Sigurdsson, the nonce. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, non-Icelandic, bro.
Not Icelandic. Fuck.
Forgot about Gylfi Sigurdsson. Bro just fled. He literally just Madelined himself and just went. It's mad. It's mad. It's mental stuff. But listen. Fight the case is crazy. But listen, I've got to start another stream in 20 minutes, so I'm going to end it there. I'm redirecting to myself. So wait 20 minutes, and we'll be doing a watch along for West Ham United versus Everton summer series. I am tired, but I have to watch West Ham United, so I might fall asleep on stream. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that. So
Is it going to be just you?
there. Yeah, probably. But I will keep myself entertained, hopefully. But hopefully the chat, you might need to be active because you might need to keep me awake. But yeah, go and just smash the likes up in there. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'll have the countdown, of course, to get people in. Then we'll discuss everything West Ham. Take care, guys. Take care. Peace.